And welcome everybody to NNSCRA Silly Season as we get taking a look at Season 6 of the NNSCRA. And we're here with someone that's actually going to be bringing back a legendary number in Season 6 and a single car race team for Micheal Norman Motorsports. It's the president of that team, Micheal Norman. And Micheal, I understand you've got some very important news for this team in the Snickers Cup Series next season.
Absolutely. I am bringing this number 3 car back into the Snickers Cup Series for Season 6. I am driving for my own team, Micheal Norman Motorsports, and hey, I got a text message. Okay, anyways, alright, so, sorry, I kinda got distracted there.
The life of being a team owner.
Oh yeah. That was actually my driver, Danica Shirley, that texted me right there. But what was I saying? Because I completely lost track.
Announcing the 3 coming
that's
back to the Snickers Cup.
Yep. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the life of a team owner. You're awake till freaking 3 o'clock in the morning trying to deal with money stuff. Anyways, but yeah, the number 3 car, just like I run for the Truck Series, well, not I run, but I own for the Truck Series and Mobile One Nationwide Series. The 3 cars come into the Snickers Cup Series with moi as the driver. So I'm looking to get some good in there for good vibes for that number 3 car. I feel a lot of good vibes. I feel like I'm doing the right thing by bringing the 3 car back, because of its legendary status and stuff. Some people probably won't like it, others probably will, but haters can hate and people who like it can always just tune in and watch.
Alright, well as we are going to be unveiling what this car is going to look like, why don't you describe to us what's going to be featured on this number 3?
Okie dokie. On this number 3 car, as you can see my name written above the window right there, the front window, looks just like Halloween writing, which is awesome, because I love how they did that for me. This was a surprise to me. All I knew was that the 3 car was coming back. I did not know what this car was going to look like, so this car is amazingly epic. Actually, or in the words of Tobuscus, disproportionately epic. Its main sponsor is going to be the World Wrestling Entertainment, otherwise known as WWE. My secondary sponsor will be my number 1 favorite TV show, and that is The Walking Dead. Speaking of which, their 400 Days is coming out pretty soon for a Telltale game, so be on the lookout for that. Anyways, so this number 3 car, it's Chevy, it's a Chevrolet SS, of course, because I'm a Chevy guy, and the parts are coming from Hendrick, and the engines are coming from Richard Childress, so that's probably a powerful combination right there, at least for Chevys, that is. I'm looking forward to this upcoming season, and I can't wait for the season to begin.
Well, you had a great Season 4 when you came in mid-season. You ended up having 2 Snickers Cup Series wins then. Hasn't been quite as eventful here in Season 5 for the Snickers Cup in the 88, but with being with teams like Joe Gibbs Racing and Hendrick Motorsports, how do you think that's going to prepare you in heading into a single-car race team?
Well, the one thing is I'm not going to have probably won't get used to is not having any teammates. I'm probably sure I'll hook up with, my former teammates like Aaron Williams Jr., Emilio Navarrete, and, drivers like that, and, maybe Kyle Sosnowski or somebody, but, Dylan Poteet, it's just friends and drivers alike. I'll work with anybody, anybody who needs a drafting partner at super speedways, it's this, especially since I love racing at super speedways, they can hook up with this number 3 car here. We can probably go to the front and stuff. I'm looking forward to see what my team's got in store for us for pretty much just the season. You can tell how very successful we are in the Truck Series. We're still needing a little work in the Nationwide Series, and stuff, the Mobile One, and, just so I'm anxious to see how this 3 car is going to be and what kind of a team we're going to be for the Snickers Cup Series in Season 6.
During the years that I've had these series go on in the past 5, now going to be going on 6 seasons, I've talked with drivers in the Snickers Cup Series, and they've told me that when they're in rides with popular numbers, like I believe Dylan Young told me that he had a lot of pressure coming into the 24 back in season 4 and all that, is there a bit of built-up pressure placed on yourself knowing that you're in a ride with a number with such history behind it?
Absolutely. The pressure is on, and I take that pressure and I use it. I use it, and it helps me calm down, helps me get focused. That pressure, it pressures me to do better than what people are expecting me to do. You know, when I first started driving at Joe Gibbs in that 11 car, people thought that I'd be in the back a lot. You know, people thought I'd finish probably not even in the top, in the last 10. But I proved them wrong with getting my wins at Talladega and Chicagoland. And, so I'm looking forward to doing this in this 3 car. Maybe, and I'm not being cocky or nothing, but maybe I could win the Daytona 500 in my home track, my home race next to Homestead. We go to 2 races at Daytona, so I'm looking forward to maybe sweeping Daytona next year.
Now, I know that you haven't yet run any laps in this new ride, and obviously you're going to have quite a few of these back in the shop and everything, but from an owner's point of view, you've got the experience under your belt of driving both for Joe Gibbs Racing and Hendrick Motorsports and all that. You've been able to get to victory lane in the Snickers Cup Series. What do you think is going to happen here with the 3? Are you going to be starting out the season having to get used to these rides and to these cars and figuring out setups, or do you think you're going to be able to come in and be a competitor right at the beginning of the season?
Well, it's all gonna come down to getting the feel for the car. When you get the feel of the car, that's when you know you can be competitive, because you know that's what, you know, this is like, you go into the race and think, this is what I got to work with. So, coming out to each races, dang it, coming out to each races and getting ready, God, okay, coming out to each races and just automatically thinking, okay, this is what you got, and then you go out and practice and it's completely different. I mean, have you ever had any instances like that, Seth?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you never know what you're going to get thrown at. You know, it's like Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. In this case, it's cars are like a box of chocolates, because you never know what you're going to get. So the winners of each race are those that defeat that whole saying, know what they're going to get, and can work with their car to make it that perfect.
Well, obviously, you've had some success as an owner with Danica Shirley, obviously, having the great win in only her second Truck Series start at Phoenix. James King's put together some good runs in Mobile One Cup Series, so was this basically the big reason you decided to move Micheal Norman Motorsports up here to the Snickers Cup?
Absolutely. I feel this team can be a 3 Series team, and I absolutely feel that we can do a lot of good. And I want to make an announcement to anyone out there. In the Nationwide Series, or excuse me, I don't know why I keep calling it that. I'm used to real life. I'm sorry. The Mobile One Cup Series, I'm officially stating that the 3 car will be up for grabs in season 6. James has decided that he does not want to continue racing. He feels as if he's not doing the team very good. He's going to actually slip back into the crew chief of the number 3. So in season 6, the number 3 will still be run under Micheal Norman Motorsports, of course, if you let me. And whoever wants it can take it, you know.
Okay, so we're talking here with Micheal Norman, who's now unveiled the new ride that's going to be for Micheal Norman Motorsports in the Snickers Cup Series. One final question for you, Micheal, and that is, what is the plans for the 3 car as far as the chase and the championship in Season 6 is concerned?
I am hoping to be in the chase. My only concern right now for this 3 car for Season 6 is making the chase right now. Because as you can tell with the 88 car, I'm not doing so well. There's a possibility I might be turning the 88 over to Miss Danica Shirley for those final 10 chase races. She's also going to be driving the 3 car, or the 3 truck as well. But I might be stepping down to the Nationwide Series for those final 10 races. Right now it's all hectic. I I will let the people know closer to the chase time about what's actually going to happen. So don't speculate much. I'm sure there's going to be rumors going around, but don't speculate much. I'm trying to do things that's best for the team and for the company.
All right, we've been talking here with Micheal Norman, the president of Micheal Norman Motorsports, as well as the driver currently of the 88 for Hendrick Motorsports. Micheal, thanks for this interview.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the time. And by the way, just because my acronym for my team is M&M doesn't mean I give away free M&Ms.
No. And he's not related to the band either, so.
Exactly.
So, hope that you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be seeing if maybe we can get some other announcements from other drivers who may have some plans for Season 6 in the NNSCRA, whether it be Oreo Mobile or Snickers Cup Series competition, and hope you guys will be keeping it here on the NNSCRA Sports channel as the chases are looming even closer.
Yep, and thank you so much, Seth. And by the way, I will see you in the broadcast booth at Homestead.
That's exactly correct. Micheal Norman going to be up with me co-commentating the Snickers Cup Series race there, so that'll be great. So hope you guys enjoyed this interview. We'll see you guys next time here on the NNSCRA Sports channel, Offline Racing at its best.
Bye-bye.